Okay, you want to hear another story? Okay, that one. All right. Well, like in 1983, Wild Dogs went to. I think we went to Sacramento and San Francisco and Los Angeles and played with Steeler with the yngwie team and Black and Blue at the Country Club in Reseda, California. So we do the gig and then we go in San Francisco. Let's start there. We played at the old Waldorf in San Francisco, and I had read some places you should always carry a gun in case you need to collect money after the gig, which I did, and nobody knew it, but we did the gig, and the roadie, Sean, Dean's roadie, our fun van. Our fun van was a fun van. Dean's van, where Dean Castronovo and me and the roadies would ride. Taylor, Kip, Sean, and Taylor had a bong made out of a pipe bottle. So we smoked e-weed, EW, that would get you really stoned. My friend Eric Frey had, and so Sean's all conked out after the gig. Danny had picked up a girl, God, she must have been maybe 13, was in the van, but a Jeff's van, and this guy fell asleep, and Dean's a jokester, man. He's a funny guy. I mean, we had a lot of laughs. So he grabbed his permanent marker, not a Sharpie, an El Marco, which is bigger, and wrote on Sean's face Frankenstein things, and he didn't wake up. And so he kept writing stuff on him that wasn't very funny. It was funny, but not if you're wearing it. So in the middle of his masterpiece, the phone rang, and Sean's friend said, "Hey, man, where's Sean? He was supposed to be here at this Denny's restaurant about 30 miles north, 2 hours ago." "Oh, well, he's sleeping." "Is he drunk?" "No, he's just tired." So Dean says, "Well, send him, man. What's the address?" Wrote down and finished the masterpiece on Sean's face. And he woke him up and said, "Hey, dude, your friend called. You're supposed to go to this address," jangling Dean's keys. And the Dean's drums were in the van. He takes off, and we sent him out in the night with his face all done. He went to the Denny's restaurant, he said, and people looked at him weird. He went into the bathroom and realized that he'd been done up. He got mad and left for home after he had something to eat. Meanwhile, back at the hotel in San Francisco, I said, "Come on, you guys, let's go sing." "What?" So I grabbed the roadies. We left Jeff and Dan, Jeff and the sound guy in their own hotel room, because they stayed in their own hotel room, rode in their own van, and it was an old man fuddy-duddy porn and whiskey van. So I grabbed them all, and Jeff's van had a window on the side, and so I said, "Come on, semicircle," and held hands. What? I said, "We're gonna hold hands. And we're gonna sing, 'Come, all ye faithful.'" So we start singing, "Come, all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant." Dan's head pops up like that game in Chuck E. Cheese, like Papa Weasel or whatever, Papa Whack-A-Mole. And he's like, "No, don't." And all night long, he kept telling us, "Don't tell my girlfriend, don't tell Kelly." And meanwhile, Kip has been boning her the whole time for months while Danny was at work. So the next day we drive. The story, I guess, didn't have a happy ending. um, we wait for Sean. He came back eventually, and we drove to LA. And we were going to play with Steeler. That yngwie was in the band. They were headlining, and then Black and Blue, the middle band, and we were the opening band for the Reseda, California. Okay. And we were staying, the roadie van was staying at the Tropicana Hotel on Sunset across from Ralph's. And we are told, you are not to come up to the Black and Blue house. They don't want you there. Okay. Well, Kip's good friends with these guys, and like Tommy Thayer, he said, fuck this. We're going. You know, so we walked up there, and there's a liquor store in the corner, so I bought a bottle of Black Velvet. So it's Black Velvet that gets me in trouble. Because I know Pete Holmes will probably appreciate me bringing something as a, a gift. So we go up there and get snockered and funny, and go to sleep, and get a knock on the door. Knock. About 4 in the morning, there's this cute girl out there, and she said, did somebody call? And I said, no, but somebody's parent must have been answering. You didn't call her service? She was a hooker. And I said, no, but I can take up a collection. And nobody had any money, which is a shame because, well, she was in the wrong room, it turned out. So she goes next door. But we go do the gig at the Country Club, which is an awesome place. I think there used to be a grocery store converted into a concert venue. Great lights, best sound, best dressing rooms with showers. Metallica was there the week before us, and they had trashed the dressing room, so they were just freshly rebuilt. And we were warned, don't tear the dressing rooms up because Metallica ruined this place. Oh, okay. So I took a shower with Ron Keel in the next shower. So I could say, well, I took a shower with Ron Keel. That guy is tall. So we play the gig, and Norm Klein, our manager, who worked for Alice Cooper, that's the guy that hooked me up with Shep Gordon. He had Frank Zappa's manager come down to see us, and he had told me, put some fake blood in your ears, and because I was into spitting blood during the show at the time. And after our show, after the whole gig, yngwie was there, and after the show, we're all in the green room. I'm the only guy that's underdressed. I've got a pair of Nike running shorts and a Malice t-shirt, a Metal Massacre t-shirt. And everybody in the world that was going to be somebody in the 80s was there. And then it was the night that the day J.K. Lee got the Aussie gig. He was there. The guys from Rat were there. The guys from Wasp were there. I talked to Chris Holmes for a long time. He was a really cool guy. I liked that guy a lot. And as you know, he's had some cancer thing going on. That sucks. So hi, Chris. How are you? And we played with him in 2010 in Oregon. And when he had his own version of his band. And Blackie Lawless and Dio was there. The band guys from Dio and the Malice guys were there. Mick and Jay. And I remember I got sat down on a couch next to Blackie Lawless and I think Dio, and they took our picture. And they're all dressed up, in boots and cowboy boots and all this shit. And they look like rock stars. I look like I just come off stage and I got, stinky shorts on. That's a funny story. And those shorts, we kept smelling something one day. Dean and me, what the hell is that smell? So finally I dropped him, and I go, it's me. And I'm known for being smelly. But, yeah, before that, Taylor Yingling, the roadie from Wild Dogs, hey, Matt, Dio's over there. Would you go ask him if we could get his autograph? Like, sure. And where is he? And he points over to there, and I look down and see a bunch of guys. Where? Because I'm thinking Dio, I've never met him. I thought Dio must be some huge guy with a voice like that, right? So pretty soon this guy moved away, and behind him, like he was so small, this guy covered him up. Oh, him? Yeah, he's an ankle biter. He's not going to hurt me. Sure. I go over there, and he's a real nice guy. And I said, these guys, we'd love to get your autograph if we could, and and they're staring at me like, yeah, can we? Yeah. So they come over there and took care of that. That was great. Yngwie Mousy was so good that night. I mean, every guitar player in the place was wanting to quit. Just folded arms, standing there with their jaws on the floor. He was great. Came in, no guitar case, just a shoulder bag and the guitar, that white Fender, over his shoulder. I thought, fuck, this is a real fucking guitar hero. The real deal. I love the guy. He was awesome. So after the show, he said, hey, why don't you guys come over and hang out at my hotel? And so he's staying down the street. And so I got Sean to drive us down there, and I said, do you want to go? And nobody wanted to go up there except Kip. And so Jay Reynolds met us there. So Jay and me, maybe Taylor went up there. And Yngwie showed me his guitar. I make these scalloped necks, and I asked him how he did it. And so he gave me a step-by-step instruction. And his girlfriend, I think, used to be Kurt James' girlfriend. She was in a bed, and he was talking about. He takes every time I play the gig with Yngwie, he takes his guitar apart after the show because something's either not working or he's modifying it. He says he works on like a race car. He owes me 3 screwdrivers actually. Because over the years he didn't have them, and we played that many gigs with him, and so I got a total screwdriver here. And he was taking it apart. This thing was beat to shit. And it was just amazing that, the guy's, he's my favorite guitar player. Of course, Black and Blue, not to overlook them, but they were great. They were sponsored by Gross Beer. And they had this big blow-up bottle of Gross Beer, and the crowd loved them, and they've always been a great band, pros from high school. But anyway, we leave, and Dean wouldn't go up there. He's too shy. He was kind of shy. He wouldn't go. He didn't want to go in the store either. But I was always the guy who went and talked to other band guys, introduced myself, and whether they liked it or not, became friends that way with a lot of people, just because I like to say hi. So we're going, and we got to get gas. We're at a truck stop. Sean had fallen asleep again, and Dean had his trusty El Marco pen, and Dean wrote on his face again, and then said, hey Sean, wake up, go get me some Hostess O's and some Choco Milky. And Dean liked those jelly-filled powdered, white sugar powdered donuts Hostess made, and chocolate milk. And hey man. So he goes in there with all these truckers with his face still red from scraping it with lava soap from, a night or two before. Yeah, he was really angry. He he didn't work with us after that, I think. But well, that was our big LA adventure. And as always, when we crossed the border, Jeff had to stop at this porn place. It was in like just some city right across the border, and go to some porno place. Even when he has such a beautiful wife, well, that was just a smoking hot chick. I don't know how, and she was always dressed in these tiny little things, and her stuff was always falling out. So he'd leave her in the van with all of us while he went to have a wank in the Jack Shacks, and we come out and continue the journey. But yeah, that's our the extent of our touring to California. We'd go to San Francisco and do the same thing, but one time we had to stay in the city right across the border. It was hotter than hell, like 106 degrees. He's the one that can afford the hotel room and left the rest of us to sleep in the van. So like by 8 o'clock in the morning, it's scorching, and Jeff doesn't wake up till about noon. And so anyway, bingo, bango. I think that's enough. We didn't do a lot of touring. We'd go to Seattle, Longview, down to Seaside, Oregon, Salem, Oregon, Eugene. We played with Rail once in Eugene. Rail and Glacier. That was a huge crowd. And Rail was a big thing on MTV. But, yeah. San Francisco, we played Lost Rocket once, and Bow Wow, when we were recording Man's Friend. But I'm sure I could think of more, but I'm tired of talking, man. So, can we do this? Do another one later? Okay, thanks. Thank you. Want me to get it? Okay, bye. Go to usmetal.com, and that's my site.